In this video, you're going to hear from Barney Stewart on why he decided to get into real estate and how our exam prep database helped him pass the Florida Sales Associate exam. Let's hear from Barney. Why did you decide to get into real estate?
I decided to get into real estate because of my background in buying and selling insurance agencies in Florida over the last 23 years. And having bought and sold 9 or 10 different firms, I desired to get into the real estate on the commercial side to assist entrepreneurs in buying and selling businesses as successfully as I did.
There are other companies and schools offering exam prep. What ultimately made you decide to go with My Real Estate Tutor?
Ultimately, the reason I decided to go with My Real Estate Tutor was, when you register for a class, you're inundated with solicitations on the internet for different exam prep services. And what was different and unique is that your focus was on the type of testing and the types of questions that the regulatory bodies were going to ask on the state exam, not necessarily the content. I had actually used a prior tutoring service, gone through their manual and sample questions. And when I got to the end where I was doing the exam prep, I couldn't get better than a 60 or a 65 on the tests. And I was very frustrated with that. And in using your services, the manner in which you ask the questions ultimately is extremely consistent with the way the state asks the questions, which puts your mindset in the right place to be prepared for the manner in which those questions are going to be asked, not necessarily the content.
What did you like the most about our exam prep database?
What I like most about the exam prep database was the manner in which the questions were asked. I mean, it's very clear and obvious that My Real Estate Tutor has enough information and experience with how the state tests prospective realtors and prospective people that want to get into become commercial brokers like myself. And the manner in which you guys approach the content is very unique. I had never seen it before, and it did not exist with the prior tutoring service that I was utilizing, which is why I was struggling on the test. And I imagine had I not run across your service, I don't think I would have passed the exam.
Would you recommend My Real Estate Tutor to other students trying to pass the real estate exam?
I would definitely recommend My Real Estate Tutor as the only service that they should probably consider using. Certainly, we want to be the most knowledgeable in our field. However, that knowledge doesn't get put to use unless you pass the exam. And with a very low pass rate for that particular exam, it makes sense that if the content you're studying is not consistent with the manner in which that content has to be delivered on the state exam, you're not going to pass. So this allows me to retain the knowledge and be able to have that knowledge output consistently with the way the state is going to ask me to answer those questions. So I would definitely recommend it. The cost versus the benefit is invaluable.
You can be our next success story. Get access now to our exam prep database practice questions, videos, and live cram Q&A webinar. Go to myrealestatetutor.com/exam or see link in the description.